Hello and welcome to South Asia Today, a show that provides you the glimpses of South Asia. I'm your host, Shivangi Mishra. Let's begin with the headlines first. Agrochemical innovation fuels India's agricultural boom. Massive Islamabad protests demand reversal of decision, endangering 11,000 jobs. And Kashmiri women in Rajouri transform lives through Umeed program. Let's begin the show. India's agriculture sector is emerging as a global leader, driven by technological advancements and innovation. In recent years, there has been significant research in eco-friendly agrochemicals, integration of technology, and the formation of international collaborations and partnerships. These developments promise a bright future for India's agriculture, enhancing productivity and sustainability on a global scale.
India's agriculture sector is a core strength, making the country self-sufficient in food security. It supports 18% of the world's population with just 12% of global land and 4% of water resources. The sector is transforming with advancements in technology and innovation, enhancing productivity and boosting India's role in the global market. A key driver of this growth is the agrochemical industry, which is rapidly innovating with new formulations. India excels in this sector with exports over $5 billion and imports below $2 billion. Companies like Insecticides India focus on developing environmentally safe agrochemicals aligned with global demand for sustainable agriculture. This approach, supported by international collaboration, balances productivity with environmental responsibility, earning positive feedback for farmers.
Agrochemical in particular is a champion sector where the import is low and the export is high. From India, we export more than $5 billion worth of agrochemicals, and if it comes to import is less than $2 billion. So that way India is progressing. The acceptance of the Indian product is very, very high across the world, and we in India are making new AIs by ourselves and giving it to the farmer. So you can say that world-class product, high quality product, new generation product is going to the farmer at competitive prices.
Our priority is to discover new agrochemicals which will have no impact to the environment, which will give the sound protections for crop, and at the end we need a happy environment, means that will not create any impact to the human bodies after eating those crops.
Innovation and technology are key drivers of growth in India's agriculture sector, with a strong focus on post-harvest management. Companies like Sohanlal Commodity Management Limited are integrating technology through initiatives like Agri-Reach and Agri-Suraksha with streamlined post-harvest storage and security. Technology also plays a crucial role in quality checks with apps that have transformed crop assessment, reducing the time from days to minutes. This advancement enhances scalability and provides farmers with timely, accurate quality evaluations.
In real world scenarios where QC of crops take almost 2 to 3 days, it just happens in seconds. If not seconds, then in minutes in the location where internet speed is not that much. So just to give you the stat that we have been able to do the 210,000 QCs by start of this August, so which is way higher than any lab figure.
India's agriculture sector is poised for continued growth and increased global influence as modern agricultural science and technology reach farmers across the country. The integration of innovation, environmentally friendly practices, and cutting-edge technology is transforming the sector, creating a compounding effect that promises a bright future for yet another facet of Brand India.
Moving on, massive protests have erupted in Islamabad, demanding the reversal of a government decision that endangers 11,000 jobs at the Utility Store Corporation, USC. Demonstrators, including USC employees and supporters, are calling for the government to reconsider the closure of the state-run grocery chain, which provides essential services and employment across Pakistan. The protests highlight the significant impact on the livelihoods of thousands of workers and emphasize the critical role USC plays in the economy.
The ongoing protest by employees of the Utility Store Corporation, a state-run grocery chain in Pakistan, has entered its second week, with demonstrators showing no signs of backing down. The agitation began in response to the government's announcement to close down the USC, a move that could potentially jeopardize the livelihoods of over 11,000 employees, including approximately 6,000 permanent staff members. Atif Shah, General Secretary of the All Pakistan Workers Alliance, voiced strong criticism against the government's decision. Shah expressed concern for the thousands of workers, many of whom belong to lower income groups. He argued that the closure of USC would not only affect employees but also disrupt the lives of ordinary Pakistanis who rely on the stores for affordable essential goods. USC is not a burden on the economy. In fact, it contributes around 120 million Pakistani rupees in taxes annually, Shah emphasized, as protesters holding placards demanded that the government reconsider its decision. Ali Amin, a protester outside the USC head office in Islamabad, said the workers have been peacefully demonstrating for more than 5 days.
हमारा बड़ा पुरअमन और एक बुनियादी मकसद है कि हमारे इदारे को ख़त्म ना किया जाए, हमारे इदारे को बाहर रखा जाए। गवर्नमेंट ने हालिया जो एक कलम की जुम्बश से बग़ैर तहकीक किए, बग़ैर कोई वर्क किए एकदम से इस इदारे को बंद कर देना किसी हमारे ऊपर एक ज़लज़ले और क़यामत से कम नहीं है। आज 5वां दिन है, स्कर्दू से लेके पाकिस्तान के आखिरी कोने गवादर तक के वर्कर्स इस धरने में मौजूद हैं। बेसिकली ये धरना नहीं है, बेसिकली ये पुरअमन एहतजाज है। धरना जब हमारे कायदीन हमें आर्डर्स देंगे, हमारे इस सिलसिले को आगे चलाएंगे तो हम उसको धरने की शक्ल में ले जाएंगे। फ़िलहाल हम सारे अपनी मदद आपके तहत इधर बैठे हुए हैं।
Expanding on the widespread nature of the protests, Amin highlighted that workers across Pakistan, from Skardu in Pakistan-occupied Gilgit-Baltistan to Gwadar in Balochistan, are united in their demands. He further criticized the decision makers for their detachment from the struggles of the lower income class.
आप देखें 20 से ज़ायद हमारे वर्कर्स शहीद हुए हैं कोरोना में, जिनको कोई कंपनसेशन नहीं दी गई। हमारे 14,000 के करीब एम्प्लॉइज़ हैं, जिसमें तकरीबन 3500 डेली वेजर हैं और 4,000 के करीब कॉन्ट्रैक्ट पे हैं, बाकी रेगुलर हैं। वो पिछले 14 साल से 15 साल से सर बग़ैर इंक्रीमेंट लिए तनख्वाहें नहीं बढ़ी, सब कॉन्ट्रैक्ट पे बैठे हैं, सब की कच्ची नौकरियाँ हैं।
Facing mounting pressure from the 2-week-long demonstrations in Islamabad, the government has been forced to reconsider its stance on the USC closure, which officials initially said was necessary to cut national expenditure.
Now we take a look at some happenings in Asia in a segment called Asia Watch.
Abu Dhabi's Crown Prince Sheikh Khalid bin Mohammed Al Nahyan met Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi at New Delhi's Hyderabad house as a part of his 2-day official visit to India. The Crown Prince, who is on his first official visit to the country, participated in a wreath-laying ceremony at iconic Indian freedom fighter Mahatma Gandhi's Rajghat Memorial in New Delhi later in the day. India and Emirati officials are reviewed their trade agreement this week amid concerns raised by Indian industry over a sharp increase in imports of precious metals from the United Arab Emirates, people familiar with the matter said. Japan's Tokyo Electric Power restarted the trial removal of nuclear fuel debris from the Fukushima Daiichi plant, a company official said after the work was suspended last month due to equipment malfunction. The preparatory work, the first of its kind since a powerful tsunami destroyed the plant in 2011, was suspended on August 22 due to an error in the installation of the extraction equipment, and on September 6, TEPCO completed rechecks ahead of the restart. The work to remove debris, which consists of nuclear fuel along with parts of the plant's infrastructure and is estimated to weigh around 880 tons, was initially planned to start in 2021, but was delayed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. In August last year, TEPCO started to release treated radioactive water from the Fukushima plant, part of the decommissioning process, which resulted in a ban of Japanese seafood imports by China, Japan's top seafood buyer at the time. Thousands of supporters of Pakistan's jailed former Prime Minister Imran Khan gathered for a massive rally on the outskirts of Islamabad. Protesters and PTI party leaders rallied against the government, demanding Khan's immediate release. The crowd chanted slogans in support of Khan and called for his swift release. Khan's PTI party had initially planned the protest in July, however, it was postponed when the district administration denied permission. The rally was again rescheduled for August 22, but at the last time, the local administration pushed the event to September 8. Khan, who lost power in a parliamentary vote of no confidence after falling out with the generals, has said the army has been backing what he calls the politically motivated cases against him, which the military has denied. The army, which has ruled Pakistan for more than half its 77-year independent history, plays an oversized role in the politics and governance of the nation of 240 million people.
Residents of Muzaffarabad in Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir are frustrated with the government's failure to address severe waste and sewage issues in the region. The unsanitary conditions have created a breeding ground for diseases, particularly during the monsoon season. A local resident highlighted the situation around the prominent Jama Masjid and Abbas Institute of Medical Sciences, where heaps of garbage pose adverse effects on patients and worshippers. The ineffective administration and corruption contribute to the region's underdevelopment, leaving locals to cope with worsening conditions. We have a report.
Residents of Muzaffarabad in Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir are frustrated by the government authorities' inability to manage the growing issues of waste and sewerage in the region. The unhygienic conditions are providing an ideal breeding ground for mosquitoes and diseases, especially during the monsoon season. A local resident highlighted that the garbage depot near the Jama Masjid and the medical ward of Abbas Institute of Medical Sciences is causing significant inconvenience to both patients and worshippers. However, authorities seem indifferent to resolving the problem.
सूरत हाल है, वहाँ पे मस्जिद है, मस्जिद के साथ मेडिकल वार्डें हैं, वहाँ पे इन्होंने कचरा डंप करते हैं। वहाँ पे इनको नहीं करना चाहिए, क्योंकि वहाँ पे जो मरीज़ हैं वो इससे मुतासर होते हैं। ये बल्दिया वालों को चाहिए, हॉस्पिटल वालों को चाहिए कि कचरा जो है कूड़ेदान वो कहीं और शिफ्ट करें, और जो मरीज़ हैं उनके लिए भी सही बेहतर है, और हमारे लिए भी। वहाँ पे मसाजिद है साथ, जो उसकी स्मेल होती है, और वो सब पूरी मस्जिद में बंदा खड़ा नहीं हो सकता।
POJK has long remained an impoverished region due to an ineffective and corrupt administration, coupled with Pakistan's decades of deliberate neglect towards infrastructure and social development. Although Muzaffarabad is the capital city and comparatively more developed than the rest of POJK, its medical infrastructure is still in a deplorable state. Heaps of garbage piled up against the walls of medical facilities pose a potential epidemic threat for the locals. With no administrative will to maintain cleanliness and sanitation, locals are now appealing to fellow citizens to keep hospitals and surrounding areas clean.
हम एक अच्छे शहरी होने का सबूत दें। हमारे मुस्लिम लोग हैं जो वो गैर मुस्लिम से सीखे हैं। अभी गैर मुस्लिम को आप देख लें, वो कचरा किसी जगह नहीं फेंकेंगे। वो कचरा जब बोतल पिएंगे या कुछ भी ऐसी चीज़ इस्तेमाल करें, वो अपनी गाड़ियों से बाहर नहीं फेंकते, वो गाड़ियों में ही रखते हैं। जब कहीं कूड़ादान उनको नज़र आए उसमें डालते हैं।
Locals blame widespread corruption and negligence in the system as major hurdles for the growth of POJK. The lack of proper roads, healthcare, and other basic amenities has turned the occupied region into one of the most underdeveloped areas.
In the remote block Budhal of Rajouri district of Jammu and Kashmir, women are redefining their futures through the Umeed program under the National Rural Livelihoods Mission. Despite limited opportunities, these women are overcoming barriers by joining self-help groups, learning new skills, and starting their own businesses. The Umeed program provides essential training and loans, empowering women to achieve financial independence and uplift their communities. Their success is a testament to the transformative change the region has witnessed over the years. Take a look. Empowerment is the key to transforming lives, especially in remote areas where opportunities are limited. In the remote and rugged terrains of Budhal block in the Rajouri district of the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, where access to opportunities is often a challenge, Kashmiri women are breaking barriers and building their futures. Under the National Rural Livelihoods Mission (NRLM), the Umeed program is driving a significant transformation. Women participating in the program form numerous self-help groups which support them in learning new skills and setting up their own businesses.
हम उम्मीद के साथ जुड़े हुए हैं। हम इधर बुद्धल एरिया में रहते हैं, इधर बैकवर्ड एरिया, इधर कुछ काम नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है। जब से हम उम्मीद के साथ जुड़े हुए हैं, हमारा मतलब बिजनेस वगैरह चलता है, हम थोड़ी मदद हो जाती है हमें, बच्चों को भी, हमें भी सब घर में। और हमारा ग्रुप है 3-4, और इसमें हमें सेंटर भी चाहिए। इधर हम सिलाई करते हैं, गद्दिए बनाते हैं, कपड़े सिलाई करते हैं, रुमाल सब कुछ बनाते हैं हम इधर।
तो किस तरह से लड़कियां बाकी भी जुड़ी?
बहुत सारी लड़कियां आती हैं इधर, हमें देखती हैं, वो भी काम करना चाहती हैं, सब बहुत सारी आती हैं।
These self-help groups are not just about generating income, they are about building a community where women support each other, learn together and grow together. Women here are acquiring new skills from stitching, cushion covers and pillowcases to creating various types of products. The training provided by NRLM have equipped these women with the knowledge and confidence to start their own enterprises.
मैं 10 साल से ये मैं काम कर रही हूँ, तो 30 से 40 लड़कियों तक मैंने ट्रेन की हुई हैं, वो भी अपना काम कर रही हैं। पिल्लो बनाती हूँ, ड्रेस बनाती हूँ, हर तरह के ड्रेस जो आ रहे हैं न्यू डिज़ाइन के सब बना रही हूँ मैं। तो अच्छा फ़ायदा होता है, सभी को काम करना चाहिए, सब लड़कियों को काम करना चाहिए, ऐसे घर में नहीं बैठना चाहिए, तो मेहनत करनी चाहिए। अच्छा है, अच्छा फ़ायदा होता है इस काम में।
हमको हो गए हैं 3-4 महीने सफ़ेद उम्मीद ग्रुप के साथ जुड़े हुए। जब से पहले सर बेरोज़गार घर में ऐसे ही बेकार बैठे थे, जब से इससे हम जुड़े हैं ग्रुप से, तब से मैंने उनसे लोन की भी अपील की है और ये काम मैंने शुरू किया है।
क्या शुरू किया? क्या बनाते हो यहाँ पे?
हम गद्दियाँ भी, ये जो पिल्लू हैं ये भी बनाते हैं, रुमाल भी, सिलाई भी करते हैं। सेंटर का काम मतलब आ ही जाता है, सब कुछ कर लेते हैं हम।
The NRLM Umeed program has been instrumental in this journey, offering loans and timely training that enable these women to turn their aspirations into reality. As a result, they are not only becoming financially independent but also empowering others in their community to join this movement. The women of Budhal block are living proof that with the right support and opportunities, they can achieve anything. The Umeed program continues to light the way for them, turning challenges into opportunities and empowering women to lead better lives. Now it's time for me to wrap up today's episode. We'll be back next week at the same time. This is Shivangi Mishra signing off on behalf of the entire production team of South Asia Today. Goodbye and take care.